Hello Virgo, this is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do you a mid-February love reading. I hope that you all had a fantastic Valentine's Day. I know that this is late, but I'm wishing you plenty of love and light in your life. If this is your first time to my YouTube channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. Before we get started, I prayed and I meditated over your reading, and I laid out the foundation of your spread just to get started. I will be clarifying a few of the cards as we go along, so this won't be just the end of the spread. The card on the bottom of the deck gives me like an overview or the main idea of your reading. And you have the Queen of Wands in the upright position. The Queen of Wands tells me that overall, energetically, you feel creative. Either you feel creative and very passionate and beautiful, and you want that to come through, or this is where you are right now in your life. You feel sexy, you feel alive, you feel, you're full of passion. And you want to project that, because that is what you want to receive. You want to receive passion. You want to spice up your sex life. And romance, of course. This is what you want. You want some romance. In the near past, or past in general, you have the Wheel of Fortune. That's a major arcana. Something major happened in your life, and it started your wheel of fate turning in your favor. Or, in this case, what I'm looking at, turning where it needed to turn, which may not necessarily have been your favor or what you desired, but it turned in the way that it was supposed to turn because it's fate. Something happened in the past. Probably want to clarify that. In the you position, right here, right now, the situation, in the present, you have the Eight of Cups in the upright position. In the traditional tarot deck, the Eight of Cups is about walking away from a situation that no longer serves you, dealing with emotions, dealing with the heart, dealing with relationships, or taking a journey towards something that you really want, and not necessarily walking away from something, but venturing out, really doing it, stepping out there, knowing the path that you want to take and going for it to find love you seek, to find that fulfilling relationship, not just wishing on it. This is about empowerment, self-empowerment. The 8, number 8 is an empowerment card. But in this reading, there's a man here sitting on a rock. He's not walking away from the cup the way that we would see in the traditional tarot deck. He's sitting on a rock, facing the problems, facing the issues, looking down at the cups that are before him. Some are sitting up, some are spilled on the ground. Actually, some are on the ground, some are upright, some are tilting over, about to fall. And he's contemplating. Should I stay in this situation and try to resolve it pick up the pieces, deal with what's in front of me? Or should I move on? Is it time now to move on? I'm feeling like he's saying with the grim look on his face, he looks like he's been thinking a lot. He looks like he's been going through a lot, worrying, sort of wrenching his hands together, holding his hands together, really, really lamenting. But somewhere inside of him, he knows that he's free to walk away. He's not confined by anything. The choice is his. Do I stay in this situation and try to work it out, or do I empower myself? Do I empower myself and move on and do what's best for me? It is time now. It is time to really get what I want, to finally have what I want. Peace of mind, love, happiness. For some of you, I feel like you are saying your final goodbye. You're saying your final goodbye. Okay, you know what? I have to move on. This situation is unsalvageable. I can't salvage this. This is over. Let me say my final goodbye and, be done with it. Let me make peace before I move on. This is painful, but I need to face what happened. I need to face the past and make peace for that closure that I need in my life, so that I can have what I need. And this is what this card is speaking to me. That's for some of you. The wheel is turning. It turned in the favor that didn't feel so good. But was it for the best? Or was it something that you really wanted to happen? Was it the best that it turned in the favor that you didn't want? Or did you want this and now you're making peace with it? In the near future, you have the Five of Swords. In the traditional tarot deck, the Five of Swords is, you see three people standing. One, his body is normally like in the corner of the picture, the corner of the card, and he's holding swords. He's holding like two swords in his hand and one down by his side, and two swords laying on the ground. And then there are people facing away from him. They've lost the fight. They've lost the battle. The number 5 is about change. And it's also an uncomfortable change, but change nevertheless. Changes that we go through in our lives. Changes that challenge us. Changes that we may need, changes that we may want, but they don't feel good. Normally they don't. That the Five of Swords is about, not only is it about change, it is about someone winning at all costs. Regardless of the outcome, they just want to win. They haven't really thought about what's going to happen after I win. They haven't thought about the consequences. They just want to win at all costs. And that win isn't always a win. Sometimes it is a win and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's I don't want to say failure, but it is a win that may cost the winner something down the line. That he or she may have to give up something or lose something for that win. Like a trade-off. And it'll come back to hurt. It will come back to hurt. Usually that person is smug. You know, it's also about jealousy or one-upping the next person. Like, you know, I'm better than you. Look what I got. Look how I got something over on you. You did this, but I've got this. Like competition, one-upping. Not even healthy competition, but more like an unhealthy competition. One-upping somebody, putting someone else down to make yourself feel good about yourself, make yourself feel better. So in your mind, it is a mental card. You've won. In your mind, you have the upper hand. You or the person is feeling this way and thinking this way. It is also about jealousy, envy. Taking something from somebody you're jealous of or envious of. Now, in this card is a bit different for me. This person is laying down. It's not clear whether this is the winner laying down because something has come back and you know, karma has come back and gotten him in the end because he won and the win wasn't just, or this is the loser laying down because the winner got victory. I feel like it could go either way because the Five of Swords is about an unjust victory, jealousy, envy, getting something, having something over on the next person, being vindictive, seeking revenge. Well, sometimes revenge is justified, but you know, I think you guys know what I mean. I'm going to clarify this one because the Wheel of Fortune from the past turns something, set something in motion, the Wheel of Fate. And then you have the Eight of Cups here, where this person is contemplating the move, wanting to make this move, but contemplating it, maybe finding closure. And here you have the Five of Swords, where the person is laying down. So I want to see who wins and who loses. Because in the end of the Five of Swords, although it's about change, there's no true winner in this type of situation. But there is conflict coming, there is change coming, there is conflict coming. I don't want to alter the true meaning of what the Five of Swords means. But this is another perspective on this, and this is my perspective on what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. Same thing with the Eight of Cups. But we'll clarify and see what's going on with you. Now, these two cards here, because this is a love reading and this is about love, these two cards here are, well, it should be one card, but a card fell out on top of it. So I believe that they went together, they go together. And I just laid them here. This is for some of you are going to be single, some of you are in committed relationships. So I'm going to do variations, and you sort of put the pieces of the puzzle, put the pieces together where it matches you, where it resonates with you, where it tells your story. Some of you are in committed relationships or marriages, and this is your spouse or your significant other that's under you. You may be with an air sign. Some of you may be with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but this is a Libra card. This is the card of justice. This is definitely Libra, or someone who has Libra in their chart, someone who has this type of energy. If it's not Libra, someone who seeks justice and fairness and works to balance out the scales in their life, works to balance, it's about duality, it's about working, balancing good and bad, balancing, right or wrong, balancing. This is what I'm seeing in this card. Balancing the difference between night and day, black and white, and understanding that there are gray areas in between. And those gray areas, when they're acknowledged, they create more balance than just black or white, right or wrong, but somewhere along in the middle, and it balances better. This is what I'm feeling with this card, with the message, with what's coming through. And this is someone that you're with. This person may also be, it could be a man or a woman. This person may also be a younger person. Some of you are some of you are married to a younger person that is full of love, vitality, newness, that wants to offer love, that wants to, I feel like, renew love with you. Want fairness, want to renew love. Because again, something happened up here. There's some stress going on here with this wheel turning. Maybe your spouse wants a second chance. Maybe this happened with you and your spouse, for some of you. Because over here, you want romance. You want to be, you want romance. You want love. You want passion. You don't want just bills paid and, dinner cooked. Then, you go out to dinner and do the typical things that couple do, routine things. You don't want routine. You want passion. You want to feel alive. And maybe you've expressed to your significant other or your spouse how you feel. And something had to happen to get the wheels turning. Your emotions are involved. Your emotions, you're in your emotions and you're in your mind as well. And maybe you had to convey this to your partner, and your partner, is starting to see it, starting to say, okay, I need to create more balance between something that's going on and get on board with my wife or my husband. people in these cards don't necessarily have to be men or women. It could be either or. It's just the energy of that, you know, of the male and the female gender. Each male and female genders bring different energy, so it's the energy that we're talking about. You can apply it however it resonates to you. Some of you could also be married or have a significant other who is a Cancer. In the you position, I'm reading this as you, but this could also be something that's going on with the Cancer in your life, what he or she is feeling, or something that's going on with the air sign in your life, what he or she is going through, what's going to happen. But we're going to clarify a few things. You know, you could have some Cancer in your chart, you could have some air in your chart, you could have some, you know, again, you could have some Cancer. I keep saying Cancer, Cancer. It could be water sign. It doesn't necessarily have to be Cancer. But Cancer's coming up. And I don't see any Cancer cards. But let me retract that. Could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be Air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But I'm picking up Cancer. Maybe I'm picking up Cancer because of the 8 of Cups. A lot of crying. Cancers are usually very watery. Crying, sad, depressed a lot, go through ups and downs with emotion. They have like a really hard time balancing their emotions. They're usually at one extreme or the next. To me, they have the hardest time of the water signs of you know, balancing their moods, their mood swings. Maybe that's why I'm picking up Cancer. Because I'm looking at the 8 of Cups and looking at how sad this man looks. How he's got his hands together. He's been sitting there for a while. His eyebrows are wrenched. He's really stressed. His forehead is wrinkled. I want to clarify a few things. Why is the Wheel of Fortune turning? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? You've got the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets, the keeper, you know, she has esoteric knowledge. She's often, you know, she's often extremely intuitive. Oh, there's too many cards. All those cards fell out. Let's try this again. But it came out in reverse. Either a secret has come out, or either a secret has come out, or she's about a situation, or her secret is coming out. It came out. Something came out. Because in the upright position, she's keeping the secret. She's holding on to it. And you have the 4 of Cups in reverse. The 4 of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Cups in the upright position is about someone bored, dissatisfied, turning down an offer that comes in because it's not what they want. But it's in reverse. So the person is changing their mind. The person could be changing their mind and reconsidering this offer that's coming. Because something came out. Or it feels more like a secret came out, and somebody, one of you, either you or your significant other or spouse, wants to apologize and wants you to reconsider. It was turned down before, and it was like, you know, listen, I apologize, something happened, something came out, you know, this secret. Please reconsider. Don't turn it down, please. You know, I do love you, I care. We're married, we've been together for a long time. Please accept my apology. Please accept my my token of love. I want another chance. And maybe this is why you're reconsidering, because you were thinking about walking away. Maybe this is you reconsidering, strongly thinking about whether or not you should walk away. You know the secret, you have the power, so what do you do with that now? Why is the Eight of Cups here? Spirit, why is the Eight of Cups here? Spirit, why is the Eight of Cups here? Seven of Wands on top of it in the upright position. You're standing your ground with something. You are standing your ground in a situation. You mean what you say. You say what you mean. You're not taking any more garbage. And you are considering options. You got 2 sevens here. 7 is a number of like it's like a number of spirit coming to you and helping you to make something move in your life. Moving on to like the next level spiritually, internally. Stepping into your power, but you haven't fully gotten there yet. But Spirit is moving you. Spirit is moving something around in your life so that you can get to that number 8 position of empowerment. You're standing your ground. You're weighing your options. You have so many options, so many directions that you can take, but you're not sure which way to go. You're not sure which option to take. You're not sure if all of them are legitimate. You know, 1 or 2 might be viable, but the rest, and you know, you're trying to decide. You know you need to walk away from a situation, but you're reconsidering or finding closure before you walk away. Why is the 5 of Swords here? A lot of cup energy here, a lot of emotions. Many of you are definitely dealing with a water sign, or you have it strong in your chart. You've got the 5 of Cups in the reverse position. Another 5. 5 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Change. This uncomfortable. You got the 5 of Cups on top of the 5 of Swords. You're coming out of your mourning, you're healing. 5 of Cups in the upright position is about healing. But you will be coming out of it due to this, due to something happens. Something that happens. Give me one more for the 5 of Swords. You will be coming out of this victim state, because now I'm seeing one more card before I say anything else. Yep. You've got the Ace of Cups in the upright position. Something else is going to happen. It looks like there's going to be an end to a relationship, an end to a marriage. It looks like it's going to be an end. And you don't want to be a victim anymore to something that has happened. Or the other person doesn't want to feel like a victim to something that's happened. You don't want to feel that way anymore. You or the other person is going to come out of it. It'll be, this 5 of Swords will be the last straw. Although you may have considered over here, contemplated, this 5 of Swords is going to be the last straw for some of you. This is going to be the last straw. You're going to finally come out of this situation, all of this past stuff, and move on with one of these cups here. Take one of the cups that's offered to you. And that cup could, be love. It could be someone coming. That it could be love. It could just be your choice to be happy with yourself. You know what? I'm responsible for my own happiness. I don't have to wait on somebody to come, come in on his horse giving me a cup. I don't have to wait on a knight in shining armor to come in and sweep me off my feet. I'm responsible for my happiness. I choose to be happy. I don't want to feel like a victim anymore. I don't want someone to hurt me and to be vengeful and be vindictive and do things to me to hurt me on purpose anymore. Now, for some of you people who are single, you will open yourself to this person. This person could be someone who, someone or someone who hasn't come into your life yet. But this is the energy of someone coming in. For some of you, this is about self-love, okay? And coming out of something, getting out of something with, with the spouse. For others of you, this is the person coming in. For the singles, this may be the person coming into you because you've gone through some stuff and you've done some healing and you've getting rid of probably a karmic relationship. So because you've decided to move on and not be a victim of hurt and pain and you know, whatever it is you went through with your significant other, and you chose self-love, then you open the door for justice and fairness. You open the door for this person to come in, because you're closing this door. For some of you, this is the spouse, because, you know, it's a cup and it all matches. It's definitely the spouse. Wants justice, wants a second chance, wants fairness, wants you to be fair, and may or may not be playing on your sympathy, playing on your emotions. It would be up to you for you to decide whether or not to do this again with the same person, or to choose self-love. Maybe, just maybe, this person, you know, your spouse or you, have reinvented, you know, is coming, you know, coming to you in a way of newness and not the old person. Maybe the person has changed and want a second chance. But it would be you to decide that. It would be you to decide that. And for the single people, I definitely suggest clearing up any karmic energy from the past with this wheel and setting it in motion so that you can have what you want. You can have the things you desire in your life. You can have some love. You can have that passion that you seek. That passion, that energy, that vitality, that romance, that true romance you want. You can feel powerful. The Queen of Wands is no joke. She's a powerful lady. You don't want to feel like the Queen of Cups. You know, the Queen of Cups is a beautiful energy, but you want to feel, you know, you want to feel really good. You want to be seen. You don't want to just be seen as a housewife having kids, you know, someone, you know, like someone that everybody goes to when they've got some sort of emotional issues. You want to be seen in a different light. And this is what I'm picking up with this Queen of Wands, because this is not Virgo energy. You may have some Leo inside your chart somewhere, or Sagittarius or Aries, and you may be tapping into that. You deserve love. You are lovable. You deserve that passion that you seek, that passion that you want in your life. If this person, for you married people, have a significant other, if your spouse or significant other has changed, and they went through their just due process, their process, you know, then you may want to, you know, reconsider and try to work things out with them. But for those of you who are not turning back, I understand. One more for Virgo. I haven't seen any of your cards come up, any of your energy. That you've definitely got some other energies. You're feeling something different right now. You're not worrying about bills at this moment. Bills and scheduling and making sure things are paid and You're not really worrying about cooking and cleaning and, all the practical things you guys sit around, thinking about, making sure everything is done, making sure dinner's cooked, clothes are folded, clothes are washed and folded, the vacuuming is done. You don't know. That's not what you want. You want to dress up, look pretty, go out on the town. You want to feel hot and sexy. That one must have come out. Honeymoon. Some of you will have a second chance in your marriage or in your relationship. You'll enjoy the bliss, maybe the holidays. With Valentine's Day could have sparked something else. It could have sparked some conversation. It could have brought up some emotions and set the wheel in motion of what's happening and where you can go, because you finally said, I deserve love. I deserve this. And maybe this will be a result of getting some of this stuff out. Some of you, because you've done internal work, because you've done some internal work and have the strength enough to move on and not be a victim anymore, not feel like a victim or play the victim role anymore. You chose to self-love. You will choose to empower yourself and make a choice, because you realize you have options and you realize you can do better than what you've done in the past. And someone new is coming in, someone healthier for you. Maybe you'll have a chance to travel with this person, and you will feel hot and sexy. You will get that passion you want, if this is what you really want. We all have free will. So everything I'm saying to you may not necessarily happen in the way that I say, because we as people have free will. We have the power to affect the outcomes of our situations because of what we project into the universe, what we put out there, the decisions we make. But nevertheless, the energies are there for it to take place. It just depends upon what we do with it. Sort of like opportunity knocking on the door. Do you answer it? Do you ignore it? Opportunities knocking, knock, knock, knock. What do you do on your end? What do you do on the other side of the door? What are you going to do with it? Spirit, can you give us one message for Virgo? Can you give us one message for Virgo? Can you give us one message for Virgo? This one. Achievement. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay. This is a beautiful card. Achievement. Chase your dreams. You may be surprised by what they lead you to. I feel like this is for some of you, like I said, having the courage, having the strength to get out there and go for what you want. And this is what it's talking about. It did, this one came out. This one wanted to come out. You having the courage. Look at that. This person doesn't look so confident with this power card. That doesn't look powerful at all. But he's stepping into it. He's making some choices. Standing his ground, stepping into it, making choices. And will achieve what he wants. He or she. Like I said, Virgo, it's up to you and what you want, whether you're single or whether you're involved. It is all up to you. We all have free will. Well, I hope this reading resonates with some of you. If it doesn't resonate, then you're welcome to take a look at one of the other videos that may match a strong sign within your zodiac chart, within your astrological chart, you know. Or you can contact me for private reading, personal reading, video reading, if that's something you would like. I can just concentrate on what's going on with you. And the way to contact me is in the description box. And also, if you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. Please subscribe and share with someone that may benefit from watching this video. That is all I have for now, Virgo. Take care. Have a blessed day. And I'm sending plenty of love and light your way.